Hi boys and girls, it's me, Teacher Ari, and I'm back for a special edition of KinderLesson. Today with all our friends, we are going to do a special KinderLesson. You don't even need a pencil. You don't even need a paper. You don't even need a table. All you need is, well, you. All you need is you. There, watching me, here, being together, learning about something special. I was taking a walk in the park the other day, and I saw a little furry animal run across the grass, and it got me thinking, I wonder how special animals really are. Well, I did a little bit of learning, and I'd like to share what I learned about some animals with you. Do you like animals? Did you say yes? I think I heard you. Let's get started, boys and girls. Whew, you won't believe what I found. Check this one out. What does that look like to you? Right, an elephant. But this elephant is actually called the African elephant. The largest animal that lives on the ground, like on the land, on the dirt, on the grass of our planet. It's the largest one. Look at that big guy. You know the continent song where we sing about the different places on the planet? Let's try it real quick, real quick, one time. North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia. Don't forget Australia. Don't forget Antarctica. North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia. Well, boys and girls, this lives on the continent of Africa. And I want you to take a look at this right there. That is a regular person, how big they would be if they were standing next to this African elephant. Oh my goodness, the African elephant is huge. It makes me want to go to Africa and see an elephant. I wonder if any of you have ever ridden on an elephant. I feel like one of our students told me or showed me a picture of them riding an elephant. If that's you, that's so cool. I want to ride on an elephant too. Oh, check this out. What is that? That's an ant. You're correct. But did you know an ant is the strongest animal that lives on the planet? The strongest for its size. Let me explain that to you. So sure, like a bear is strong, really strong, but it can't do what an ant can do. An ant can hold, look at that. An ant can lift up 5 friends. One ant, boys and girls, can lift 5 of its friends. That's like if you, like, let's say, for example, Emery, if you're watching, I know you are because you love animals. Emery, if you could hold 5 of your friends in your hand and like lift them up and carry those 5 friends around, that would be amazing. Well, an ant can do that. It's so small, but it's the strongest creature for its size because it can lift 5 of its friends. Oh my goodness. I wish I could carry 5 of my friends. Wait, maybe I can try. When you come back to school, maybe we should do an experiment where we could see if Teacher Ari could lift 5 of my friends. We'd have to put some padding down on the carpet, and so it's soft in case I drop you. Sorry. Wow, ants are super strong. Oh, check this out. What is this animal? If you said a zebra, you are correct. It's a beautiful zebra. Isn't it lovely? Oh, I was just tricking you. You're right, boys and girls. It's not a zebra. I was just seeing if you're paying attention. Looks like you're good listeners. This is actually a giraffe. And guess what? It's the tallest animal we have on the planet. The tallest animal on the planet. You know what I mean? The planet, you know, where we all live, of all the animals that live on all of the planet, giraffes are the tallest. How tall? How tall Look at that picture. Look at it. There's a regular person right there standing next to the giraffe. Huh. Oh my goodness, 19 feet? A giraffe is 19 feet tall. Oh, I got an idea. Do you guys know what a basketball hoop is? You know the hoop where the people throw the ball and it goes in the net? Okay, that's 10 feet tall. Actually, wait. Yes. Okay, so it's 10 feet tall. A basketball hoop is 10 feet tall, like they play on TV when the boys and the girls are dribbling and shooting. 10 feet tall. So a giraffe is almost one basketball hoop on top of another one. I got an idea. I'm going to measure out 18 or 19 feet across the classroom so you can see just how tall it would be. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting my feet because I have a size 13 shoe, and so that's kind of close to a foot, because remember we learned that a foot is 12 inches, so mine is 13, so it's just about the same, right? It's just about the same as a foot, and the book said 19 feet. Okay, so let's start again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can you still see me? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Boys and girls, I'm way over here. Can you see me? I'm way over here. That is 19. I'm 19 feet away. That's how tall a giraffe can be. 19 feet. Look at that. Boys and girls, all the way over there from the other side of the classroom. Wow. A giraffe is super tall. Well, check this out. Another amazing creature. What is this? The blue whale. The blue whale. Guess what? It's the biggest animal on the whole planet. So we learned that the African elephant is the largest animal that lives on the land. And we learned that the giraffe is the tallest animal, but just the biggest. The biggest one lives in the ocean. In the ocean. And it's the blue whale. And I'm going to tell you something, and it's going to make you go like this. Or, what? Or, okay. But it's true. The blue whale can grow to 110 feet long. Look at this picture, boys and girls. That little thing right down there is a human being. That's like one of us, a human. Do you see it? A little human. And there's the whale. Look how big it is next to us. If we could get a whale off of the ocean, out of the ocean, and put it in the back of the school, in the yard, and lay it down and stand next to it, that's how big we would be. What? I can't believe it. What? Okay. I mean, 110 feet? I just measured 19 feet. 110. Do you know 110 is so big? Let me write this down for you. 110. Look at that number. 110. It can get to 110 feet. You know how we try to count to 100? We studied 100 days of school. We use the 100 abacus to count things. A blue whale is 110 feet long. Wow. That's amazing. But if there's the biggest thing ever, there also is the smallest animal ever. Look at this little cute little guy. It's called the Arushan shrew. Can you say shrew? Shrew, like shoe, except shrew. Shrew. Try it. Shrew. Well, it's so small, it can fit in a spoon. Boys and girls, a spoon. You can put the shrew, the Arushan shrew, in a spoon. You know, a spoon that we use for eating lunch. The shrew can fit inside this spoon. I can't not believe it. I can't believe it. Can you? Inside a spoon. The smallest little animal. What a cutie. I hope we find one of those one day. Maybe we'll find one in the backyard when you come back to school. Maybe. Now, we've learned a lot today. And now we're on to a pretty awesome creature. It's one of my favorite creatures. What could it be? What could it be from the tail to the nose? The cheetah. That's right, a cheetah. Guess why it's so special? Because it's the fastest animal. It can just run so fast. Oh, you know how we have the races? We have the ready, set, go races, the beat the record races, which I totally miss running with you guys. I totally miss the races with you. But that's okay. Soon we'll be back together and we'll be able to do the beat the record outside. Anyway, so back to the cheetah. The cheetah would win every race every time we ran. Do you know that the cheetah is as fast as a car? Have you ever seen cars going down the road? Zoom, 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 zoom. Well, a cheetah could be like next to the car and then run while we're driving the car. And it could run next to the car. Like, that's how fast it is. It goes as fast as a car. I mean, okay, that's amazing. It's as fast as a car. Whew, I can't believe it. That's amazing. Well, from the fastest animal, the cheetah, to one of the slowest animals. What is that? Of course, it's a horsey. It's a cute little horsey. Just kidding. You're right. It's a snail. I was just seeing if you're listening, and you are good listeners today. Thank you for listening during KinderLesson, boys and girls. Okay, so what's the slowest creature? The snail. Yes, oh my goodness. The snail. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. Do you ever go for a walk? Maybe your mom and dad go for a walk to the park? A park near your house? Maybe a forest or a path or a trail where people run or walk or jog. Well, you could go out to that path and you could walk the whole path from the beginning to the end, maybe from your house to the park and then back to your house again, and the snail would still be on the path. I mean, he's so slow. He would still be, and then the next day, when you ate dinner, go to bed, wake up the next day, say, Mommy, Daddy, please take me to the park. Take me. And they take you to the park. Guess who you're going to still see on the path to the park? You're going to see the snail because he's so slow. But you know what? This hard shell on his back is actually really amazing, because if there's danger around, maybe there's lots of people on the path to the park and he's worried about getting squished, guess what he does? He just hides in his shell, and it's hard, and people step on it and they don't break it. That's how amazing it is. I mean, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we learned about the biggest, the tallest, the blue whale, 110 feet. I can't believe it. The giraffe was 19 feet tall. The shrew could fit in a spoon. I mean, there's one more. There's one more. There's a lot of snakes out there, boys and girls. But the anaconda is the biggest. From its nose, twisty, 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 till its tail. Look at that picture. If an anaconda was just outside in the yard and you laid down next to the anaconda, let's say that's you. Look how much bigger it is. Look how long it is. I mean, the anaconda is amazing. Oh, and you know how when we get hungry, we can ask our mommy and daddy for a sandwich or for lunch or something like that? Or if your mommy and daddy need some food, they might have to go to the grocery store, maybe Safeway or Market of Choice. I've seen some of you there. Well, you know how we go to the store, the grocery store or the market to get food? Well, can Can an anaconda, when it gets hungry, can it just be like, oh, I'm going to Safeway and I'm going to get some snacks? No, of course not. It can't go to the store. So guess what it does? It goes and slithers up a tree and waits in the tree and looks down. And as soon as something tasty comes along, it drops out of the tree and wraps itself up around it and just eats it, eats up the food. Some of the things it likes to eat are like goats or small deer, things like that. Ew, yuck. So I'm not going to eat that, but that's what they like. Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot. There's another one. Ooh, what is that? What is that? Oh, it's a flea. A flea is so small, boys and girls. Sometimes dogs get fleas, and then you got to help your mommy and daddy give them medicine so that the fleas don't hurt them. So it's not like you see fleas all around. They're very tiny, teeny, 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 tiny. In fact, they're so tiny you can't really even see them. But you know what they can do better than anyone else? They're not the biggest. They're not the fastest. They're not the strongest. They're not the sweetest. They're not the cutest. They're not the tastiest. But they can jump. But doing, look, he's jumping out of the page. Boing. He can jump higher than any other animal for his size. Remember how we talked about how the ant, even though it's little, can lift so much, 5 of its friends it can hold up? Well, a flea can jump over a person, even though they're so tiny. They're like so tiny, like you can't even see them. Oh, it's like a little dust, a little piece of dust on the floor. But they're the world's best jumper. In fact, if you could jump as high as a flea, you could jump over one of those tall buildings downtown Portland. You know, those really tall ones when you go driving and you look up and there's just lots of windows all the way to the top. Well, if you could jump as high as a flea, you could jump over one of those buildings. I can't believe it. That is amazing. I mean, that is a jumper. That is a jumper. How high can you jump? Can you jump right now? You want to try it? How high can you? You just got to bend your knees and you just got to jump and see how high you can jump. It's fun. It's good exercise too. Now, we can't jump as high as a flea, but we can still get good exercise jumping. All right, boys and girls, we have come to the last amazing animal. You know who really loves this one? Teacher Amy really loves it. Do you know what it is? Yes, it's a turtle, or in this case, they call it a Galapagos Tortoise. Tortoise is another word for turtle, tortoise. And it's not the biggest. It's not the strongest. It's not the fastest, boys and girls. It doesn't smell the best. No. It can't jump the highest. It's not even the slowest. We know the snail is the slowest. This guy, though, he can live the longest. He lives for 150 years. What? Okay. 150 years? That says it's longer than even people. People live pretty long. I mean, I've heard of people living to be 100 years old. I mean, in fact, my grandmother lived to be 100 years old exactly. She was living 100 years, but not as long as Mr. Tortoise. This guy can live 150 years. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. 150 years is a long time. How many years have you been alive? If you're 2, you've been alive for 2 years. If you're 5, you've been alive for 5 years. The tortoise has been alive for 150 years. You know what I'm going to do? One day, am going to go and explore the whole world. All the different places to live until I find that turtle. And he'll be there because they live for 150 years. 150 years, I can't believe it. That is amazing. Boys and girls, that is it. That is our kinder lesson for today. No paper, no pencils, nothing. Just you and me and our brains getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, not as big as the blue whale. 110 feet. That is, oh, I can't believe it. Okay. We learned about animals. We learned about special animals. I hope you have learned to love animals a little bit more, because after I learned about these animals, I've certainly started to love them a little bit more. So that is it for Kinder Lesson. Thank you for coming to class. And I've got one special thing to show you. I just have to make sure Teacher Amy isn't around, okay? Hold on one second. Okay, she's not here right now. Look what I found, boys and girls. Remember Teacher Amy's pom-pom parties? Well, guess what? I found all the pom-poms. So next time we get together, I think we're going to have a pom-pom party. I'm going to hide it under this desk right over here. And then well, you know what we do for a pom-pom party. All the pom-poms go everywhere, and we run around and jump around and throw them around. It's so fun. It's one of the funnest parties I know how to have. And I found them. They're right here. Pom-poms. Look at the big ones. The big furry ones. Found a colorful one right there. Look at pom-poms. Pom-pom party. Here it comes. All right, boys and girls, thank you for coming to Kinder Lesson. Even though you're at home and I'm here at school, we can learn together. Thank you so much. I love animals.